Hello everybody, it's me. I'm back with another video. Probably the only one I'm going to be making for a really long time. I still don't really plan on taking YouTube seriously. So to any of those people that followed me just because of that shit post I made that went viral, sorry about that. But speaking of which, I'm going to change my username on here because it's updated on all other websites since the last time I made a video. So I figured I would give everybody a heads up first before doing that so that you don't see a video pop up in your feed and go, what the heck? Who the heck is this guy? But anyway, with all that over, as you can see, I'm showing a bunch of clips of a Planet Zoo build I did. I made a zoo set on the island of Myst. I don't know if you're familiar with the video game Myst. It's one of my favorite games, very old point-click adventure game. Remade the map on Planet Zoo. It took me about like 121 hours. And I live streamed it all on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Moogle Lamar, a website that I actually use, and you should actually follow me on there instead of here. So anyways, I'm just gonna start a little tour here, showing off all of the little details and all the habitats and all the things I put into the zoo. And while I do my little tour, I'm gonna try and do a little side by side with the original Myst. We'll see how this works in editing. Hopefully it'll look cool. But yeah, you'll be able to see what all of these screens originally looked like in the original video game of Myst. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you. I love you. So, here's the dock. This is where you start the video game Myst. So I've made it, just like everything else, I've made it a lot bigger than the original Myst because it's supposed to be a zoo version. It's blown up in order to have exhibits and habitats and whatnot, and I decided to be cute to make it kind of like a pier with these like lights in the middle. All right, so here's the ship from Myst. It's already unsunk. Normally in the game you have to unsink it first, but this is the entrance to the zoo. People, I should press play also. I fucked up the video already. This is where people spawn in. Oh my god, the frame rate gets a little wacky in this zoo sometimes. Oh my god, is this gonna be in it? Do I have to do it paused? Whatever. Oh my god. So here is the ship. Now, just like everything else, I've blown it up. You blew it up, you maniacs! That's a funny joke. I'm leaving that one in. That's not getting edited out. Yeah, so just like everything else, I've blown it up, except, if I just made the ship bigger, I thought it would look kind of weird, so I kind of model it after larger types of ships than the one, in the original Myst. So it's got, like, more decks. It's like a big pirate ship. It looks kind of bad up close, but from far away, it looks fine, I think. This was actually the first thing I made. It makes sense since it's the spawner. But I ended up having to, like, redo the whole thing, basically, because when I started off, I didn't know what I was doing. I've never done a build this complex before. I've always just played the game like a regular video game. I didn't try to do anything ridiculous until now, so I had to redo basically the whole thing because it looked like shit. But now it looks epic. But yeah, so bigger type of ship, more of like a galleon or a galley. I don't know. Sound off in the comments if you know what type of ship this is. Yeah, got a little box, some of the boxes I made. So that's the ship. This video is gonna be like 3 hours long if I keep explaining everything this much. You'll see. We'll edit some stuff. We got a gondola. I'll explain the gondola momentarily. But yeah, into the cliff face that is normally at the start of Myst, I put some shops and whatnot. My beautiful ladies. I'm not leaving that in. That's getting edited in. Also, there's the fucking crapper where you freaking shit your... Some of the stuff I took inspiration from Real Myst. In Real Myst, they have lights along this, this path. So I put some lights here. Oh yeah, this is the first marker switch. I turned all the marker switches either into shops or... What do they call it? Generators? Energy? Whatever. I got the electrical generators in there sometimes too. But because of the size of these things, these are all kind of disproportionately large to everything else, which... Uh-oh. Uh-oh! We got a protester! Yeah, they're all disproportionately large, which I'm not happy about, but it was a necessary sacrifice because, turning these into shops, I think is a cool idea, so I think it was worth it. Alright, let's get into Myst proper. So, we have the observatory here. I guess I'll talk about the observatory more later, but for now, this is like the original sort of door, what the original door looked like in the game. I used a different door for the front of this one, because it's bigger, like everything else. But this is how the zookeepers get in. And I thought it was cute. Should I show off the inside of the exhibit now? Nah, I'll do it later. So here's the first little habitat we got. We got the dolls, little dogs. I can't remember. I think this was the first habitat I made. I think I would do it a little different now. When I started in challenge mode. So I, made all of this, up to code and whatnot. But eventually, I decided to switch to sandbox mode so I could change a few options. Most important one being making it impossible for the animals to escape, so I could just have null barriers, so it just looked like there's wild animals outside. So for the most part, I have, quote-unquote wild animals on the outside and actual habitats with walls for buildings, such as that one. But this is kind of the exception. This is like a zoo habitat with enclosed animals on the outside. So yeah, you'll see some of the quote-unquote wild animals later. But yeah, you come up here, and we see the iconic Myst gears! Wow! So the gears I have turned into the gondola, which is kind of cool. So this one gets a little freaky. It's like split in half and like a little wider than the original game, but this gear is basically the same as the first one. It's about like 45 degrees tilted the wrong way from the original Myst. If I was going to redo the map, I would fix that, but that will never happen, unfortunately. But yeah, so you got a gondola that goes all around, and this gondola track actually gets reused for a piece of original Myst geometry later on. Ooh, it's a little tease for later. Who the fuck dropped their Big Macs next to the garbage can, by the way? Fucking loser. Alright. So let's get on back. Let's go talk about this observatory. So yeah, here's the interior. Oh my gosh, it's stanky. Somebody's playing piano. This is a lemur exhibit. So here's the bottom floor. And they can climb up into the observatory. Oh my god. Stop that racket! They can crawl up from down below, which is pretty cool. But yeah, as you're walking up, there's a little window here. You can peer in, see what the lemurs are up to, see what the Zaboomafus are doing. Wow! Take a nice look at the boat from up here, I suppose. I should have shown the boat from up there, but too late, sorry. So then you get up here. This is kind of an ugly piece of geometry, but there's a reason for it. I guess I can show you that first. This is the first, you know, quote-unquote wild animals exhibit. Actually, I think there's only two. No, there's three. There's three different wild animals on Myst Island. The first of which is the badger. And I didn't realize they were shy animals when I put them in, so they get stressed out, so I had to put this fucking one-way glass everywhere. It's ugly, but it works. And from this side, you don't really notice it that much. But if you've played Real Myst, you know there is Tiana's grave here, which I have also put here. Pretty epic. This is kind of ugly right here. Oh, wait, no, I thought that was... Okay, never mind. No, it's fine. It's perfect. Flawless. No flaws in my zoo. So yeah, let's go check out the observatory. The observatory is one of my favorite little parts of this zoo. If people weren't ruining it. Yeah, we got the lemurs. Now, normally there's a big dentist chair in the middle of this, which I've sort of repurposed into these. I picked the bench that looked most like it and tried to color it the same. So I think that's pretty neat. But yeah, I've got these lights as close as I could get to the original. And I left a little hole in the middle because I thought it was fucking kind of cool and epic. But yeah, I wish there were lemurs climbing up here right now. They don't really climb up as much as I'd like. They do it though. I've even seen them go all the way up. For a while I wondered if like there was a pathing issue, but no, they can climb on everything. They've gone all the way up there before, but unfortunate that we're not seeing any of that now. Oh, well, no, there's one. There's one of those little rascals. Look at him go. Alright, well, he climbed around a little bit. But yeah, they come up here, they play the piano. You heard one doing it earlier. They climb all over this place. Oh yeah, you've probably noticed there's not that many guests. I limited the guests. That's another thing I did in Sandbox to help with lag. Yeah. There's another marker switch. Hat's fantastic. We already passed another one up at the gears, but I didn't show what it was. But I don't think anybody cares about that. Alright. So this building... This is some of the best stuff I did, I think. This is kind of the peak of my autism, where I really got down to the nitty-gritty in some spots, I feel. I was a little more lackadaisical later on, but this building, it's a masterpiece. So yeah, let's get in there. Yeah, so here it is. I've turned it into a sort of a food court, so I put some benches and stuff. Some flowers, an ATM. These are actually cleverly hiding, you know, some weird geometry with the pathing. Everybody knows how the pathing in Planet Zoo is. You know what I'm talking about. Hey. So, yeah, I'm using these to kind of cover up some of the weird bullshit going on. I've turned all of the... In this room, originally, it's a bunch of paintings. And I've changed them all into... all the paintings into shops. I've left the iconic Myst books here.
Here we have Akinar and Cirrus.
Yeah, and the fireplace is now...
the crapper.
But this might be my favorite thing I made in the zoo. I didn't know if I was going to be able to pull this off. I tried so many things to get this looking right, but I think I ended up looking basically perfect. I had to make a custom, you know, chandelier with a bunch of different pieces.
As you'll see.
This is a bunch of ceilings, and then we used some grime decals for the clouds. And I think it turned out, oh my god, pretty nice. So here's the dumbest part of the zoo. There's a couple dumb things in this zoo. I tried to make everything like a functional part of the zoo, but there's a couple things that I spent way too much time on that served no purpose. So you can tell, you know, there's kind of book-like looking things in this staircase, but what you didn't realize is actually I modeled the entire bookcase first. Originally, my idea was that... Oops. So originally, my idea was that, you know, all these, all my workers would, you know, phase through, you know, because it's like a secret passageway, you know, the guests can't get in there, but these guys can. But the problem is that the geometry gets kind of weird back here, if you know, as you can see, if you're walking around. In fact, I've fucked myself and no-clipped into the wall. Let me use my jump move. Yeah! So yeah. So now it's just, here's the whole bookcase. I've made it, I spent way too much time making it the books actually line up with how they look in the game. You can check side by side right now, but yeah. This it just hides in the ground for the most part. Alright, so now the tunnel. You know, we got the iconic lights. I use these lights a lot in this tunnel, or in the zoo. Not just in this tunnel. Silly me. We got the iconic pillars in the corners. And here's another one of these parts that I really like how it turned out. We got the elevator! I spent way too much time making this elevator, but this is sort of the staff zone. It's not very efficiently laid out because they have to run quite a ways to get to certain parts of the zoo from here, but, you know, this is the staff zone here. Behind the secret staircase! Yeah, we got the lights. Yeah, let me just show around. Yeah, this elevator, it basically looks exactly how it looks in, like, real Myst. Well, I based everything I could off of the original Myst, but sometimes you gotta look at real Myst to see things from angles that were not originally shown in Myst. But yeah, you can even go in here, and, we got a light, we got some flickering textures on the ceiling, very nice, and I even put a cute little button. Sadly, it is non-functional. It's a non-functional elevator is what that's called. But you know, I'll use editing magic later to show you to pretend we used the elevator. Wait a minute. Oh my god. I've just noticed something horrible. Yeah, this won't be in the edit. Don't tell anybody. If I see any comments in the video I make for this saying,
He had to fix the terrain between cuts.
I'll kill you!
Just kidding.
Alright, so, yeah, I just used the fully functional elevator to get up here using an elevator. Oops. So here we are. Yeah. And here's this iconic Myst room. This is one of the dumb parts of the zoo that serves absolutely no purpose for guests or gameplay or anything like that. But, you know, it's an important room in Myst, and I had to make it. So, I've replaced the symbols with different sort of symbols. I got an elephant symbol. Maybe Myst would have been better if there was an elephant symbol. Who knows? But, yeah. Here it is. You can see up there's the clue. If you've never played Myst before, remember this. This is a clue for Myst. You can use it in your game. You can thank me later. And we also have... And this part's cool. I'm glad this part worked out. Oops, whoopsies. Here, this is how you actually get into this, is you have to fly the camera in. But, yeah, I could have easily foreseen a future where this didn't work out, but I'm really glad it did. Yeah, you can look out here and you can see the gears, just like in the original Myst. Wow! Very cool. Alright, let's take the elevator down again. I'm not actually taking the elevator, I lied. Cool. Yeah, I'll just drop me out in front of this building again. Okay, cool. Yeah, so there's that building. Here's the biggest quote-unquote wild animal habitat. There are some deer in here. I don't know if there's the albino one. We got an albino guy in there. I think I turned off fighting in sandbox mode because I was getting annoyed by constant notifications. But yeah, the deer can go basically wherever they want on the map. They're kind of like, you know, I'm imagining a epic, awesome, alternate reality version of Myst where there are wild deer on the island. It's kind of my own little fan fiction. But yeah, let's go over here. There's a couple things. We got the spaceship. This was kind of a pain in the ass to build, but I think, at least from far away, it looks really good. There's a little bit of weird stuff going on with it, but I'm mostly pretty happy with it. But first, let's go check out this. Don't mind this. This is a non-canon pathway. Pretend that doesn't exist. But yeah, we got the ladder going up here, and let me just switch.
The 3-look mode.
Switch to free guy mode and show you. Yeah, I'm pretending I'm climbing the ladder. Clink, 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 clink. Okay. Yeah, I modeled this thing up here. And as you can see, here's where the gondola is getting repurposed. Normally, this is a wire, like a cable that goes from the spaceship to this building. Yeah. I've repurposed the gondola track for the wire. And I kind of just have these wires going into it.
I think it looks pretty nice.
Cool. So here's some people sinking into the earth. Don't mind that. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I used a path just as wide as the pieces I was using for the pathway, so it looks pretty natural, except for the corners. The damn paths in this game. I originally wanted to use like a bigger path in these corners and then have smaller paths going off of it, but that's not how it works. But yeah. I'll have to show some of this stuff at nighttime too. All of these light up. I don't think they're lights. They're meant to be lights in the original game, but I made these all be lights in my version. Cool. So here's the spaceship. This is, I think, the first marker switch which I repurposed as a generator. But I have made the spaceship into a sort of insect house. I have some freaking roaches. I think those are roaches. I don't know what they are. Dung beetles. Very cool. Oh. Lag. Ruh-roh, spaghettios. Oh, okay. Scorpions somewhere. Can I see a scorpion? Oh, there's one right on the cactus. But yeah, here's the organ, the iconic spaceship organ. And the big viewer over here. A couple more critters in here. We got ourselves a spider somewhere. Oh, right there. Cool. And giant centipedes. Very scary. This is kind of a scary, horrifying room to be in. It's not for the faint of heart, but yeah. Here's the viewer. I think this whole spaceship turned out pretty nice, especially the interior. Very cool.
Not to toot my own horn or anything, but
yeah. So there's that. Cool. I really wish I could have... You can see that I kind of have a giant pit as the entire map here. I wish I could have filled the whole thing with water, but when I did that, the lag was horrible. So I didn't realize that a large body of water could cause lag in this game, but it does. So sadly, I had to make the ocean smaller. All right, so here we are. Here we are. We're back. We're back at this building. Let's go check out this. So this is one of the things you got to do to raise the boat out of the water in the original Myst. Is you got to do a puzzle with these little things. They're a little bit more yellow than... Actually, I think I can repaint these. Oh no, did I fuck up horribly? Oh, you can. I could have made these a little more accurate. Oh well, it's too late. It's far too late, and I won't be doing that. Sorry. Sorry. I guess you're just gonna have to downvote my video for making such a stupid mistake. So we got those. We got all these. We got the pillars, the iconic pillars, and we have... Oh, here's another thing I should have done. You can make sort of guest barriers so they can't walk through this, but I didn't care to do that, so. But yeah, we got the pool here with the boat. Not quite as nice looking as the bigger one, but you know, I had to work with very small pieces, and I think this is pretty good for what I was working with. Yeah. It's a little shorter and wider than the original game, but, you know, that goes with my theme of making everything larger. You get another look at the badgers over here. Some people are screaming over there. Will you quiet down? I'm trying to record a video, for Pete's sake. Yeah, so another view of the badgers from over here. Usually you can see a bunch of deer from over here. But yeah, let's keep on trucking. Let's get in there. Let's get the heck in there. Yeah, you can see all the foliage. I really don't feel like I'm very good at making good-looking foliage in Planet Zoo. Also, I probably should have put like some rocks around or something. I don't know. This sort of stuff is very boring for me, so I just kind of did it as quickly as I could with it still looking halfway decent. I'm sure there's some Planet Zoo freaks out there that are vomiting and puking looking at my shitty job here, but I think it's fine. Cool. So this is another cool... Oh, dear! This is another cool building. This is the first one I'm showing you guys that goes underground, which I think is fun. I haven't really seen very many Planet Zoo maps that go underground, so it was kind of a neat thing to try and do. I wasn't really sure how feasible it was, but it actually worked out, and I think it was really cool. Here's a hidden little place for the deer to hang out. But yeah, here's the other ladder that you normally climb up. It's getting kind of overcast. That's cool. So yeah, let's check this out. This building's pretty epic. So yeah, you can come down here. It turns into a cave. It's kind of a clumsy transition, but I think it works. It works just fine. All right, so you come all the way down here, and this is like not really a room in the original Myst, but I've taken just a small section of this tunnel and expanded it greatly to fit bats in. This is the bat zone. We got some bats. We got some fruit. We got a lady with a spider head. Very cool. Here's the real room from Myst. Actually, you know what? I should show... Well, you know what? I'll show it like this, and then I'll show it at night. Because this is one of those rooms in the original Myst where the lights turn on and off, so... yeah, I'll show you with the lights off, and then I'll show it with the lights on later. Maybe I'll do like a side-by-side edit. Who knows? But I've turned this into a Komodo dragon exhibit. They have kind of a pitiful... life down here. They just live underground forever in this industrial room. But yeah, I don't know. You got all these little... I don't even know what these are. Some sort of electrical doodads they got in the original game. Yeah. Well, fortunately, Komodo dragons don't suffer from vitamin D deficiency. That is an animal fact, so actually they'd be fine down here. But yeah, I've even left in this clipboard, which is normally a hint for this puzzle here, where you click these buttons and whatnot. Yeah. So here's this room. I'll show you it at night later. Oh my god! Zoom on out of here. Oh, another deer. Here they are, little fellas. We even got a baby deer. At a certain point, I turned off aging because it got too much of a hassle to manage the animals. So some of the species have babies, some of them don't. Let's see. Where should we go next? Is this video gonna be 2 hours long? I sure hope it isn't. At this rate, it will be, though. No, not really. Wait. Oh, I've been recording for 30 minutes. Okay, this is kind of long. I will cut some stuff down. Here we have some protesters. Some bleeding heart liberals mad about the fact that I'm providing these animals with a home. Let's see, where should we go next? let's oh my god. Let's go to the clock tower next. Get a job, losers. Get out of my zoo. The cool part about about turning the chat layer off on OBS is that nobody can tell when I'm stealing my viewers' jokes. Okay, so here, well, this is supposed to be a seal exhibit. Here's another one of the quote-unquote wild animals. Unfortunately, they've all been locked up. This is probably why there's protesters, is these guys, they always get boxed up. I don't know why. Maybe a Planet Zoo expert can tell me why these guys keep getting fucked over. Anyways, oh my god, you shut up! Leave! Yeah, this is like a beach. Seals live on here. Oh my god, these people are so loud. But yeah, here's the clock tower. You got the iconic gears that you walk on to get over here. See information on the seals. Here's the little doodad you normally use. And this clock even is fully functional, which is cool. It's a cute little detail. I had to put all these numbers on custom, which was kind of a pain in the ass. The game was lagging really bad when I was making these because I didn't realize what was causing the lag. I solved it later, but it did make this clock a little asshole to build. Yeah, so let's take a closer look at the clock tower. Now, unlike the original Myst, you can walk all the way around. I don't notice people do this usually, but the seals can swim all the way out here. And, you know, if you want to, you can come out and check out what they're up to. I mean, there's one over there. So you can walk all the way around. Here's another one of the marker switches, another one that's being used for energy. And in here, we have a couple of exhibits. We have, of course, these salamanders. Do you know anything about the salamandra? It's an epic Witcher 1 reference. That's definitely getting cut. That's a waste of time for me to say that. There they are. There's the salamanders. And then we also have Big Frog, Big Boy. And here's the iconic machine that you use to solve a puzzle in Myst. Yeah. Got this little doodad, these little doodads. Yeah, I think this whole thing looks pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. Yeah, very cool. So let's, we're almost done here. Let's check out the last, I guess 2 buildings. It's mostly one building. I guess it's 2 buildings. It's 2 buildings. I don't know why there was any debate about this. It's 2 buildings. There's 2 buildings left. Here's the last marker switch that gets used for a shop. Here's Looney Bloons. Now this is... the scale's a little weird in this one. This is kind of the only building that just makes you feel like a tiny little baby instead of it just being like a bigger building, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I got the safe. Little supports all over, just like the original. The coolest thing, I got the fire going on in there. There's even a little pilot light there. And this is a pangolin exhibit. They have fortunately all decided to leave right when I got here. It's fine, I guess. I should have put something else. If I gave this another go, I would put binturongs in here. I thought pangolins could climb. And I thought they were going to be climbing all over in here, and it would be really cool. But they don't climb, unfortunately. And that also means they don't use this area. This is normally a painting in the original game, but I turned it into a little area where the animals can climb up and sniff this. Except for pangolins don't climb, so actually this is a worthless room. So yeah, I definitely put like a binturong or something in. But here's another thing. I used another clock. So this is like a functional meter in here, and I think that looks pretty cool.
There's one of our little buddies. Ooh.
And you can come in here. This is like sort of the back room. This is like the back rooms. This is like horror genre creepypasta thing, the back rooms back here. And yeah, I just put all the plants in here to satisfy their needs, and they come back here to chill out whenever they're stressed out. You know how it is. Whatever. Yeah. And here's how the zookeepers get in here. The guests can come back here if they want, but they never do because there's nothing to see. These guys are stoners. They are. They go back there to smoke reefer. Yeah. So here's some more stuff for the deer. The deer, you can make it all the way over here if they want. I've only seen them over here once. But here's another iconic Myst building. Here's the mega tree that is actually an elevator. And you can, you know, you're supposed to raise up the tree, revealing the entrance or whatever. But in this, it's just kind of like a cool hangout spot with a bunch of vending machines. This is where the workers come to smoke. That's a cool dino. I didn't realize they had that guy in this game. That's cool. But yeah, inside of the tree, however, is another one of my worthless, stupid rooms that guests cannot access, but I can. You have to no-clip in. Alright, so I've switched the game to night because some of these underground areas actually look way cooler at nighttime. Because it kind of makes the lighting actually more accurate to the original game. So this is where you normally would end up in the original game if you use the elevator. And here's the Channelwood linking book. It's the only other linking book I put in. Yeah, you got the trees, you got the stuff, you got that, whatever that is. I noticed it exists in Real Myst. I don't know if this is in the original game. I don't know what it's for, but it's there, and there's a light pointing at it. Very cool. So let's show off some. There's actually one more building I forgot about. I didn't show anybody it because it exclusively looks good at nighttime. So let's show off the map at night. Just get a good look at some of the nighttime stuff. Myst Island at night, very cool. You know what? We'll just do a quick look through at some of the rooms at nighttime. Show off the lighting in some of these zones. Let's go look at this again at nighttime, because it looks cool with all those lights down there on.
Here's the one shall we got.
Yeah. Here's what this all looks like at night. And here's what this looks like with the lights on. Very cool. See the little lizards crawling around? Would you be quiet? Yeah. So this actually looks pretty close to the original game, and I think that's pretty neat. Yeah. Look. We got all the boys showing up. We got the albino one. Look at tons of deer. Wow. We're so lucky. Yeah. Just real quick, here's this entrance at night. I think it looks pretty neat. Yeah. It looks about the same on the inside at nighttime. Alright, we're just real quick. Let's show off this other pathway, how it looks with all the lights on. Very neat, very cool.
I think it looks pretty epic.
I don't know if the ship interior really looks different at night, but I'll go check it out real quick. I'll edit it out if it's not worth keeping in. Yeah. Epic. Alright, let's check out the lemur room. This is another one that looks kind of sweet at night. The lights they show up way better at nighttime. Maybe we'll get another shot at seeing the lemurs climb around. Or they're gonna cuck me again. Oh, they're climbing a little bit. Hopefully they come up here. Hopefully one of them plays the piano. That would be
Awesome.
Are they gonna come up here? No, I can't believe it. We're not getting any footage of the lemurs climbing up here. Well, you're just gonna have to take my word on it that they actually do climb all the way up. So here's the path. Here's the pathway lights, all lit up, very nice looking. Very nice, my wife. Yeah, here's these, very cool. And here's kind of the first puzzle of Myst, and so it's kind of serendipitous that it's the last thing I'm showing off. Wow, it's really come full circle. It really makes you think. But yeah, this hallway looks really nice at nighttime. Let's do like a slow little walk through. Maybe not. This is going to take a while if I walk slow. Yeah. This is the first underground room I made. And I think it turned out pretty darn good. Here's the big viewer machine from the original Myst. I turned the area around it into a little garden. This is one of the first things I made, so I was experimenting more with like adapting things into more zoo-like buildings. I didn't do this as much later on. But yeah, I even put the little lights in there like in the original. And I've turned this into a sort of a reptile house. First of all, put a notepad there just like in the original game. Very cool. Yeah. The walls have all been turned into little exhibits. We have, of course, the Gila monster. Is it Gila monster? I don't know. Very cool. The lens flares are a little ridiculous down here. Rattlesnakes or something. I don't remember what they are. A different type of snake. Very cool. Some turtles. Love me a turtle or two. This is a blue-tongued lizard. Do you mind? Just a different type of lizard. Oh, there he is. Yeah. And the big one, we got some tortoises here. These lights are pretty bright. Again, this is like sort of the first thing I did. Actually, I've just noticed a little bit of an error, a little mistake. I did originally raise up the roof high enough to where you could see the light, but in the process of moving terrain around later on, I guess I covered those up. So I guess I'm kind of a failure in a lot of ways, because these lights are not realistic. But yeah, these are the first guys I made. I didn't know how to manage the population when I started. I didn't know you could put the animals on contraceptives, so I ended up with about like 1 billion of these, and it was a huge pain in the ass to get rid of them because you can't sell or release baby animals, so I had to let them all grow up and release into the wild. And that's not important. Nobody cares about that. This is the Myst video. Anyway, so there's the last room. And that is Myst. That is Myst Island in Planet Zoo. Yeah, so thanks for sticking around for that whole video if you did. I hope you liked it. I hope you think that this zoo is really cool and that I'm really cool for making it. If you liked it, maybe consider subscribing to my Twitch. I might do more stuff like this in the future. I've been kind of low-key thinking about doing Riven, so, you know, if I got a bunch of people saying, this is cool, you know, maybe I'll do that. Anyways, yeah, see ya. That's the end. The screen is black now. Here's my ending cards. Bye. Bye, everybody. I don't know how to end this. Okay. Bye.